Today we're looking at absurd and the funniest moments in football like this one. Starting with these wacky saves by Vicario against Roma. Vicario cleared it with his hands, which led to a superb volley by Mancini. Vicario saves it but fails, and as he falls, he saves a header by Tammy Abraham with a kick of his own. Insane saves by Empoli keeper. In the 2022 World Cup, Osman Bukhari scored against Portugal and pulled his version of Cristiano's embellic celebration. Keep in mind, this wasn't the game winner or even the equalizer. The crazier part about this is that it was in front of Cristiano Ronaldo. After the celebration, Ronaldo was seen fed up about the celebration on the bench, but the Ghanaian didn't care. He scored against Portugal in the World Cup. Sorry Ronaldo, but at least he didn't lose the game. In a Champions League game, Jamie Vardy had a clear opportunity to score against Sevilla, and then skies it. Vardy is nowhere near on target, unlike his punches to the face. Pure frustration from Vardy, but he should consider becoming a boxer. Check out this missed opportunity by Arsenal's Per Mertesacker from a corner. He didn't expect it, but damn, the ball hit the post and then hit Mertesacker's face. He was right in front of the goal and didn't need much effort to push it in. Mertesacker's face says it all. Complete disappointment. This attempt at a save is also very disappointing. The ball was easy to control, but the keeper missed the ball under his hands and the ball rolled into the net. Unlucky. Amartey for Leicester and the Leeds defenders were afraid of kicking the ball for a few seconds in a Premier League game. Amartey headed the ball, and after that, he couldn't find the ball anywhere. Leeds Ayling also missed the ball, but eventually kicked it out. Phew! In the Real Betis and Barca game, the Blaugrana defense was on lock until Cundy was sleeping and didn't know what to do with his fast Betis cross. It seemed as if the Frenchman didn't expect it to come his way, but he should have tried something else. Instead, he's left in guilt. This Qatar striker is feeling guilty to this day after seeing a viral miss. What was he thinking? There was a bit of hope after the miss, but it went over the bar. One of the worst misses in football history for sure. This Premier League game between Manchester City and Everton got intense between the players. And one of the players was none other than Erling Haaland. Haaland was frustrated by the antics of Ben Godfrey and made some pretty bizarre faces, mocking the Everton defender. Just look at those faces. A few minutes later, Man City and Haaland would eventually score a goal. Haaland missed no opportunity to shove it in the face of Godfrey. When a football pitch is in terrible conditions like this one, a player must improvise to get further up the pitch. The defender was lucky the pitch was very slippery from the forward to keep going. It was working for a few seconds until he slipped onto his back. Mbappe wanted to win the ball in this clip, but hit the angry defender's leg instead. The angry defender got his revenge with a kick of his own, and Mbappe looked for a penalty. Instead, he received a yellow card and more complaints from the defender. Ronaldo's time in Saudi Arabia could be more friendly as far as this player purposely bumping into the Portuguese star. The funny part is that the player falls down in pain and Ronaldo aggressively attempts to pick him up, which almost caused a big fight. This clip shows a failed attack and the coldest unintentional save in football history. The striker goes around the defender, shoots the ball, and falls straight into the keeper's armpit. The keeper had no idea where the ball was, but after the save, he walked it off like a boss. Here, a player in the white jersey is injured during an attack, and his teammate is checking up on him. While the ball is crossed, the keeper attempts to save it, but it goes over him. And the player who checked on his teammate leaves him hanging to score for the team. Very unfortunate for the injured player, or it could have been a good way to fool the defenders. He had to do what he had to do, but he still checked on his injured teammate. The legend Kaká receives a yellow card from a referee during a friendly, but that doesn't stop the Brazilian from accepting a photo with the referee. Like all football fans, we need to take advantage of these moments with legends, even referees. This player needs glasses or wants workers to wear a different color. He passes the ball towards a worker on the football pitch due to the uniform being yellow, like the player's team kit. But to be fair, that pass went straight to the worker's foot. Here, Real Betis Abner Vinicius misses an open goal by inches. The Brazilian couldn't push the ball onto the net after the Celta de Vigo defense was left vulnerable and exposed. This clip shows a different kind of defending, courtesy of the Manchester United GOAT, Phil Jones. Just look at how he looks like he messed up but recovers by crawling and heading the ball from the ground into Giroud's foot. And the ball is cleared for a goal kick, and on top of that, the fantastic face of Jones. Delaney needs to remember how and where throw-ins work in football for a split second. He almost throws the ball in from the corner but quickly realizes it. In a League One game against Marseille and Toulouse, a Toulouse defender gifts Marseille an overheaded own goal for the fans to cheer. Before a Premier League game, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mohamed Salah zone out entirely while the rest of the Liverpool squad go ahead and shake hands with the refs and the opposing team. The delay was so long until Mo Salah finally realized that the rest of the team had left them behind. Dele Alli shows us one of the worst misses in Premier League after getting past the player and hitting the post instead of the open net. Former Spurs manager Mauricio was furious by the miss. This beautiful free kick assist, followed by a great header, led to an intelligent team collaboration. The team of 4 women players participating in the celebration transformed into a bicycle routine. Cool celebration after a cool header past the keeper. Mo Salah showed his fantastic ability against Southampton and his ability to get past players during a celebration. Salah keeps it cool in front of the away Liverpool fans, and Jordan and Andrew try to celebrate with Mo. Instead, Salah ducks under the attempted hug, resulting in both Henderson and Robertson hugging each other. This poor attempt at a clearance by Mitchell Bakker led to an unfortunate goal against his team versus Augsburg. The Leverkusen keeper Lucas was not happy after conceding that silly goal. Your eyes will not deceive you with this clip. This team scores a goal, and all seems normal until they pull up to the pitch in a car for their celebration. Of course, all the players in the vehicle are in joy after the goal and are rubbing it in the opponent's faces. What's weirder is that the whole team creates a barrier between themselves and the ball to try and go further up the pitch. This tactic eventually fails as one opposing player manages to take the ball away from many players. The keeper was involved, so he wasn't in his goal, resulting in an easy goal for the opposing team. What makes this clip even better is it was the team in black's turn to humiliate the team in white with a rowing celebration. Karma's real, ladies and gentlemen. Karma is real. Harry Maguire will never escape humiliation, like when he scored an own goal during an Everton-Manchester United game. What was odd about this was the reaction of Harry Maguire after his own goal. At first glance, it looked like the English defender was celebrating the Everton goal, which was very strange. Speaking of strange, what made this defender think to pass it towards the opposing attacking player? It was an early Christmas gift to the attacker as he slots it home. Even Aston Villa's Kamara felt generous when he played it against Leicester City. It looks like he's trying to dribble through all 3 Leicester City players in his own box, which eventually can cause problems. Unfortunately for Aston Villa, this potential problem turned into an actual problem because Leicester scored courtesy of James Maddison after losing the ball. Zlatan has showed us many times why he's such a boss in football. And during the AC Milan title-winning celebrations, he reminded us again. Zlatan worked under the pitch with a champagne bottle and a big cigar lit up. I mean, of course, he's not shy. He's Zlatan. Zlatan definitely knows how to party and wasn't going to miss the opportunity after AC Milan's first Series A title in 11 years. This football medic might lose his job sooner rather than later after attempting to remove an injured player off the pitch. The medic drops the player and the player decides to bounce off the pitch. Luckily for him, his teammate had his back and carried him off the pitch to receive medical attention. Carney shows his manager Graham Potter why he's better off in midfield than attack. He lost his balance after receiving a pass which left him in front of the goal. He slips and even kicks it out for a Liverpool goal kick. Perhaps he was looking for a penalty, or was just disgusted at his failed attempt. Cristiano Ronaldo was feeling himself during a Portugal training session. Make sure your lady isn't watching Ronaldo's dance moves. A football star at day, Mr. Steal Your Girl at night. Griezmann is known for his amazing vision and passing, but none was displayed here when he hit the referee in the face during a Champions League game. I'm sure the referee wasn't too happy about that. Perhaps a red card for Griezmann? This Hertha Berlin player wasn't happy at this Freiburg's attempt at a ball clearance. Ouch! This Serbian player wanted to get Neymar's shirt during their World Cup game. Neymar couldn't see where he was for 3 seconds. I guess the Serbian player was too excited to play against the Brazilian star. Abde is a very skilled player, but even he makes mistakes like forgetting to take the ball with him. Whoops! This clip shows us to never celebrate too early because the player in blue kicks the ball at the crossbar but eventually comes back down. This skill move is called The Girl You Like Is Watching. Impress here. The player does a whole 360 with no opponent near him. 5-star skills? The team in black scores a goal and the referee falls to the floor and doesn't want to see what happens next. This referee must not appreciate the goal from going in. It's like he's begging for the team to miss. So bizarre. Almost as bizarre as this Neymar celebration. Neymar, are you alright there? Tammy Abraham attempts to do some freestyling during an England pre-match warm-up. He ends up on the floor after stepping on the ball. Watch the replay as he goes for another around the world. He puts his foot down too early and down to the floor he goes. Martin Zindi is ready to defend a Spain corner but seems surprised to see Diego Costa in front of him. Yes, you're going to have to defend against Costa. This player gets too close to the linesman, and the linesman hurts the Stuttgart player before the throw-in. The linesman typically drops his hand down after a throw-in call, and didn't expect the Stuttgart player to be so close. At least he apologized. Look at this horrible pitch, which is a few drops away from becoming a pond with football players. I mean, this player probably went for a quick swim during the game. In a friendly, Ryan Cherky shows the world how not to take a Panenka penalty. The Panenka was very soft, bringing joy to Arsenal fans and to the Arsenal keeper. A young Timo Werner started missing chances like this back in Stuttgart before doing it in Chelsea. Poor Timo. Kyle Walker almost hit Bernardo Silva during a throw-in for Man City. I mean, Bernardo was telling him to throw it where he was at. Have to be careful around Kyle Walker, which goes for teammates as well. This referee enjoyed the football he was watching, making him join the play with a cheeky flick. Even Zidane approves of this ref's silky pass. This poor Australian player receives a ball to the face when the US player attempts to clear it out. Ouch! If you enjoyed this video, I bet you'll enjoy the funniest penalty kicks in football. I know you're going to want to click on it, so do so.